Hi, my name is Danisha Pearman, and this is my final interview for the Finding New Ground process. Today, I chose the topic of single parents and conflicts in the workplace. I chose this topic because I myself, in fact, is a single parent, and I have experienced a lot of struggles in the workplace because of that. So I have here, what's your name?
My name is Laveda. Hi.
And Laveda has agreed to talk with me tonight and discuss some conflicts that she may have in the workplace. Question one: how do you feel about being a single parent?
Um, that's a really deep topic. Single parenting is not one of the best things, but it's not the worst. It comes with a lot of turmoil, but it has a lot of triumph behind it. I think the thing that makes it so, jeez, what makes it the worst is that it's a disappointment from the other end. You get this person and you produce a child, and then you're left to do parenting alone. And that's where the disappointment come in. So I find myself making more sacrifices than expected.
And I can totally relate because for me, being a single parent, I have had to sacrifice so much. I've had to put so many things off and wait so long to do certain things just because I do, in fact, have kids. How do you feel that the workplace is designed for single parents?
Um, my workplace personally, it's better than I've expected. Sometimes people frown upon others. I'm actually a supervisor where I work at, so I have other coworkers or employees that work underneath me, a part of my team that has to leave early, or sometimes they have to call in. And then I have managers who don't have any children, and they're frowning upon those other coworkers because they feel as if well, you've had this issue before, you've had that issue before, and you're always calling in. But as a parent, I understand that, you have to sacrifice things, and those other coworkers tend to be single parents as well. So, when it comes to me, sometimes I can find help, and other times I have to sacrifice just not going into work at times. Sometimes I'll call in, sometimes I go in late just to take that extra time with my kid if that's what needs to happen.
Does being a single parent affect your advancement opportunities in the workplace? And if so, how?
Um, yes, I'd like to. I've bumped up a couple of notches, but I would actually like to have earlier hours. But because she can only go to school so early, I can't go in to work to open at 6:30 because school doesn't open till 7 o'clock. So I have to wait because I don't have anyone to get her off to school, and then I'll take on an earlier shift. Not just the workplace either. If you don't mind, I can't sign up for school right now because if I do so, then I'll have to go to work part time, and I actually need the money from work to be able to fend for everything else. So I've been bypassing on school until I'm actually able to get her at school hours so that I can possibly do something else. So I think that holds me back. If I had a college degree, then I would be able to become a manager at the job that I'm currently at, but I
And
don't.
and I can totally understand because I graduated in 2009 and I am now just started school 2 years ago. And to be able to find that balance between work and school is just like mind blowing. It is really, really hard, especially with kids. So I can definitely understand your take on how it's not only affecting your work for the workforce, but you're furthering your education as well. And if you were able to do that, you would be able to get further. Do you think being a single parent in the workforce is considered a disadvantage?
No, um, simply because when you're a single parent, you gain more patience And the patience that comes with being a single parent often leads to you being able to deal with certain things different when it comes to the workplace. For instance, like I mentioned before, I have a lot of people on my team that actually always going through things. So sometimes I feel like I'm a mother figure for them because I'm as patient as I tend to be with my daughter alone. It actually helps me out. So I don't think that it's a disadvantage.
I have never looked at it that way. So you just gave me a whole new perspective on that, because I always seem to think like it's a negative stigma attached to it. But you just shedded light on something that's really, really positive. And patience is something that you do learn from having a child. And people who don't have kids do not always have the same amount of patience as someone who has, experienced a tantrum for that matter.
Correct.
Because in the workforce, you deal with a lot of tantrums most of the time. So.
Correct. I agree. Um,
So,
I
how do
think
you think? I'm sorry.
no. I just was gonna reiterate that I think that if I didn't have a kid, that I wouldn't have as much of advantage that I have now because I wouldn't have been able to get to the level of growth. So I think that single parenting, yeah, it helps out a lot, although you sacrifice much.
And how do you think single parents are perceived in the workforce? And how do you feel about this?
Um, Again, I'll go back to I think that we're frowned upon a lot simply because it to others on the outside looking in, they grow to think that we're using excuses and they don't know how much we actually suffer. So I think that we're misunderstood. I think that um, people tend to think that we're making things up and we're misunderstood. I really can't put it in too many words. I just think that we become misunderstood after so long. Some people they can understand and some people can't. So I think it just leads to misunderstood.
And again, like I can relate to that because I've had several instances where, someone say, even on my day off, where a supervisor will be upset because I am not able to pick up because with my free time, I have my children, and if I don't, I would have to pay someone to even be able to come into work, to be able to accommodate them. And it's just like they don't understand that outside of work, it is just like it's still life, it's still continuing, it's not going to stop. Being a mother does not turn off. And in some aspects, I don't think that employers understand that.
Hmm. Just voicing an opinion on that topic as well. Just the fact that, like I said earlier, I want to go into work early sometimes. I would even like to stay late simply because I have to get her by a certain time. She has to be at school by a certain time and she has to be picked up at a certain time. There are other people that you can ask to help out, but you also have to realize that they have other things going on in their lives as well. And as a parent, you feel very much obligated, whether the other parent is able to help or not. And if they were, then they'd be doing so, So I just really feel like that they don't understand when I tell them, well, no, I can't stay late today. Well, nope, I can't come in early today. I have a set schedule, and sometimes I have to leave early or I have to come in late because I have doctor's appointments and things of that sort. And they say that they understand, but I don't think everyone does.
What are some changes that you would like to see take place in the workforce to help single parents?
Childcare. Um, One of the best things that I've experienced a year ago. I went for a special training to learn how to fix on the machines that it is that we work with. I work at a plasma center, and we collect plasma. So I went to go learn how to fix the machines that we actually attach people to, or collect the plasma from, should I say. Um, and they had a separate building that was literally next door from where I was doing the training at that was strictly for child care. That was it. the parents can go right to work and drop their kids off. So if their kid is having a rough day, or if they're having a rough day and they just need to put that smile on their kid's face, or they just want a smile from their kid, then they can walk right over next door to get a hug, or get some words of encouragement, because children does do that, especially your own. They have it. I love the fact that they have that there, and I think that they should be offering childcare at a building nearby, specifically a connected facility.
And I think that is a great idea. I could just imagine how much greater my work week would be to just know that my kids are
Yeah,
right there. They're safe. I can go and peek over on my break, and yeah, that would definitely be great.
I think I'd be on time for work more.
And why would you think these changes would be good for the workplace?
um, some places have bring your kids. Like I said, I work at a plasma center, so that wouldn't be the best for my job. Other places, just imagine being able to take your child to work for an hour or so, show them around, take them back next door. Imagine, like I said, when kids are having a rough time, they're having those rough patches, whereas I know kids can be stubborn, they can show the mom everything that they can do on paper, on TV, on a tablet, at home. But then when it comes to them showing the teacher, they get frustrated because they feel like they're being put on the spot, or maybe their friend writes their A's different. It's certain things that we as parents bring out of our children. And then again, a parent can be having a very rough day. You go see a kid, you feel a little bit better. Sometimes we just need that doctor's appointment. You have to take your kids to the doctor, you have to take them to the dentist, and it's like you're dropping them off right there. Boom, you drop them off, you walk right next door to work. I just think that I feel that it'll be more time consuming, that it'll be a stress relief, and that it could probably be therapeutic for some people.
And how do you think your overall job performance would improve or decline from having this change?
Improvements, like I said, I think I'll be on work. On time for work a little bit more, because I have to travel about 20 minutes to work, and then I have to drop my kid off, and then that's probably 5 minutes from the house. But then from there, I have to travel about 15, 20 minutes to work from her school. I just think that it'll improve by, sometimes my daughter has a tough time. She's only 3, but she's still in that stage where she's learning self structure. She's not able to just conduct how she needs to, and adapt to the different settings that it is that she's currently in. So I can go over there, hey, talk to her a little bit about what it is that I need to speak with her about, and then from there on, I can move along. Or suppose if you have a parent-teacher conference, and that parent-teacher conference is at 4 o'clock, but you don't get off of work till 5 o'clock. You're missing those hours when you can take a late lunch. At 4 o'clock, you can go right next door. Don't have to miss any hours. You could technically just be out for 30 minutes. If so, if not, you could take a long lunch, but you can let your team know that it's going to be extended. I think things like that matter, and I think that it'll help in the long run. As far as decline, the only thing that I can see that can be a negative from it is the fact that I don't see any negatives from it, especially for single parents. I don't see anything from it. I don't.
Well,
I can't. My apologies.
I am sorry, no need to. I definitely have enjoyed speaking with you. I thank you so much. We agree on so much. Like, yeah, definitely when it comes to single parents, I would love to actually be able to have my kid in the graps or not have to worry about finding someone to keep them while I work, because I would be able to pick up, I would be able to do more, I would be able to work more hours and be more active, outside of um, work, even being able to contribute to work events that I'm not able to attend because of my schedule. But it was
Okay.
such a, I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying correct. I agree.
Yeah, so it was just such a pleasure to speak with you. And thank you again for agreeing to this interview.
Thank you for having me. And I'm